So I think we are live now. Give me a minute. So hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. Let me just share, check if everything is working properly, and let me just share the link of this live stream on Telegram. So let me check. Let me check. Yep. So yes, we are live. Yeah, everything is working fine. Let me just share it on Telegram. Yep. So students, in case you need the PDF of this lecture, if you're looking for the PDF for the finance questions, this 111 questions, I recommend you to follow that Bank Exams Today's Telegram channel. The link to the Telegram channel is available in the description. Just after finishing this lecture, I'll be sharing all these 111 questions to the Telegram. And trust me, these are the really good questions that I have prepared in last 2 months. So in a day, I'm preparing just 3 or 4 questions. These are the really high quality questions. So and you can also take the RBI Grade B 2019 Phase 2 course on Bank Exams Today, in which we are providing video classes, notes, test series, revision classes. Everything is available on Bank Exams Today. Use a coupon code RBI40 and it will cost you just 3000 rupees. It is 4999, but after using the coupon code RBI40, it will cost you just 3000 rupees. So that's an amazing value for money. You'll be getting test series, RBI Grade B, GK Digest subscription, and a lot more. So till now we have done we have already done 3 sessions, and I think till now we have done until question number 90. I think we have done 90 questions. Yeah, we have done 90 questions, and this question is really important. What is the lending cap on micro finance institutions in rural and semi-rural areas? The question was incomplete. Semi-rural areas. So what is the lending cap on micro financial finance institution in India in the rural and semi-urban areas? The limit is 1.25 lakh, and I think in the urban areas, for that urban areas, it is 2 lakhs. So very important. This used to be 1 lakh for rural areas, but now it is 1.25 lakh, and it has also been increased in case of it has also been increased from 1.6 lakhs for urban and for urban areas to 2 lakh rupee. It used to be 1.6 lakh, but now it is 2 lakh rupee. Okay. Chalo, very important. The limits has been increased for the lending cap on finance institutions for rural and the rural and the semi-urban areas. It has been increased to 1.25 lakh. For urban areas, it has been increased from 1.6 lakhs to 2 lakh rupees. So very important. Okay. So let me just check. And finally, thank you, Ria. I mean, finally I'm here. I really missed your sessions. Okay. So as per, I'm going to do this on a daily basis now. So as per the latest RBI circular, the NEFT payment system would be available till it would be 24/7. So I think this question was there in that RBI Grade B Phase 1 as well. So let me know if it was there. So it would be available 24/7. This question we have already done. Now this one is important. Bharat 22 ETF. Who manages the Bharat 22 ETF? Bharat 22 ETF. See, this is a sort of an ETF. It is a fund. As the number suggests, 22 companies are part of the Bharat ETF 22. There are some private companies like L&T, ITC, Axis Bank, Bharat Electronics, and there are some PSUs and public sector banks: State Bank of India, Indian Bank, Bank of Baroda, ONGC, IOC, SBI, BPCL, NALCO. So these are some of the companies that are part of this Bharat 22 ETF. Now this one is important, the green shoe option. What is green shoe option? So the offer size, 3% discount is to be provided, and the offer size is 2000 crore. But in case if it is oversubscribed, Let's say the offer was 2000 crore only. If the application has been received for 6000, that will be kept. They'll retain it. Okay. So option to retain another 6000 crore. So there is a green shoe option of 6000 crore. So total amount that could be made is 8000 crore. Okay. So basic issue size is 2000 and green shoe option is 6000. So total issue size is 8000. And ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund, they are the one who are managing the Bharat ETF 22. So these are exchange traded funds. So as per IMF, the what is of forecasted GDP growth rate of India, that is 6.1%. Students, I have prepared a complete list of forecasted GDP of India according to various organizations, and I have done a proper article on BankExamsToday.com. Just check the right sidebar. Just after completing this session, I'll be providing that link on the Telegram. So stay updated on my Telegram channel. I'll be sharing the link to the complete forecasted GDP growth rate of India according to various organizations. The link is available on right sidebar of BankExamsToday.com. You can check it on your mobiles as well. Sidebars are also available on mobiles now. Ye pehle nahi tha. Now we have done that. So on tap authorization, it was there in the phase 1 exam. It was there in the phase 1 exam mein paper mein aaya tha. The capital, the net worth, minimum net worth requirement for the applicant for Bharat Bill Payment Operating Unit is 100 crores. So there were three kind of, units were there. You can actually get the complete cost. I have done like complete analysis of all these circulars. This is an RBI circular. So really important. This is a RBI circular. And previous, this was also an RBI circular. RBI circulars are really important for that FM paper. So as per the priority sector guidelines, small finance banks have a target of how much for priority sector lending of their adjusted net bank credit. It is 40% for commercial banks and 75% for small finance banks. 40% for commercial banks and 75% for that small finance banks. Okay. The SEBI has recently, yes, many questions from these, many questions from these, 1 and 11 question. I can promise you, I can assure you, many questions will be there from these 1 and 11 question. I can assure you 2 or 3 questions. So, which is a lot of questions actually. You can complete this PDF within like 1 or 2 hours, and even if you're getting 2-3 questions, that's a lot of questions. Okay. सर समझ नहीं आया जमन मीना जो समझ नहीं आया you can just let me know Jaman. SEBI has recently made it mandatory to hold -% as liquid asset in liquid mutual fund schemes. So at least 20% of that assets in a liquid funds should be held as in the liquid asset. What are the liquid assets? These can be government securities, cash, T-bills, treasury bills, and repo on government securities. These are the 4 options available. That 20% of that assets should be kept in these liquid assets. That's a requirement. Okay, applicable from 1st of April 2020. The Umeed scheme of the government is launched to provide aid to the genetic disorders in the newborns. Right, genetic disorders in the newborn, really important. Margdarshan and the Margdarshak scheme was launched to help the Mentee institutes. So under this scheme, 10 to 12 potential institutes that were actually selected, and the prestigious institutes would provide the mentorship to these potential institutes, and the government of India also, they are going to provide 50 lakh per institution over a period of 3 years as a grant to upgrade for various activities like trainings, workshop, conferences, travels and all. Okay. So Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana has been implemented in all states except Odisha and Telangana. Okay. And what was the objective? It was started on the 1st of Jan 2017. Direct benefit transfer to the pregnant women, right? And how much? Rupees 5,000 in 3 installments. And further in Janani Suraksha Yojana, the women, they are going to get 6,000 rupees on an average under the scheme. So that is additional. So this scheme is under Women and Child Development Ministry. Okay, really important. And the government of India's scheme Nirvik is concerned with insurance coverage on exports. That was really, really important. I think that was on the website of RBI as well. At present, 60% of the loss coverage is provided. 60% insurance is provided on the exports, but now this has been enhanced to up to 90%. And this coverage is provided by ECGC Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. Choose the correct option to boost the credit flow in agriculture as per the recommendations of RBI. There was a report by RBI for that for the credit in the agriculture sector. The various recommendations were given. Interest subvention was one of the main recommendation. The interest subvention subsidy to be replaced with DBT. So remove the interest subvention subsidy and replace it with the direct benefit transfer. No farm waivers. So that is one of the common promise made by the political parties. So develop an MIS by the bank to flag loans sanction against gold as collateral, and set up a federal institution like a GST for for agriculture finance. And bank should increase the credit for consumption loans to the farmers. If the consumption loans to the farmers is enhanced, obviously the overall the demand volume would increase, and that will be a boost to the Indian economy. And the center should complete updation and digitization of land records in a time bound manner. There are a lot of pending cases in that in the courts, and the people, they are wasting a lot of their time at courts. So those records should be digitized, okay, in the time bound manner. So all of them is a correct answer. Interest subvention to be replaced by DBT, setting up of MIS, no farm waivers. Okay, these are the recommendations given by the RBI to the central government. So recently RBI allowed the e-mandate process on the card for the recurring transactions. So recurring transaction, this facility is available abroad in the US. So whenever we use a credit card for paying that web hosting abroad, the payments are automatically deducted from our accounts in the US and that everywhere in the whole world, in the developed world. That's how the internet marketing is done, and the payments are directly debited, the monthly payments. But in India, authorization is required. But now the RBI has relaxed their rules up to rupees 2000. Such authorization, the filling that OTP is not required. Up to 2000 rupees, it is not required. So adhering to Bimal Jalan committee, that was in the news, according to which RBI gave up their reserves to the central government, and they decided to set the CBR level at how much percent of how much percentage of balance sheet. The contingent risk buffer, this is a proper topic, a long topic, so you should go through it. I have done a proper video on that. So 5.5% is the correct answer. Our range was given 5.5 to 6.5, but obviously as the government was looking for more money, it was capped at 5.5%. That's why the RBI transferred a sum of 1,76,051 crores to the government of India. That was according to the recommendations made by the Bimal Jalan committee. He's the ex-governor of the Reserve Bank of India. The Bimal Jalan committee on that economic capital framework, they also proposed, that is another important question. The accounting year, proposed a change of accounting. Right now, the accounting year in that RBI is July to June. They are asking to, according to this, the recommendation, the accounting year to be changed from the normal April to March, so that the government should get the dividends, the government should get the surplus of RBI on time, so that they can actually spend it, they can make their budgets properly. That's why, for that sake of government's interest, central government interest, the RBI is going to change its accounting year, the financial year, from July to June to April to March. So from 2020-2021, this is to be done. Okay, this would be the first one from April to March financial year. So under the interest subvention scheme for our Kisan credit card to fisheries and animal husbandry, see students, there is a limit of 3 lakh rupee. A limit of 3 lakh rupee to get this benefit, and then for the overall limit is 3 lakh, but under the limit for the fisheries and animal husbandry farmer, this limit is 2 lakh. So this 2 lakh is part of this 3 lakh. Okay, so total limit is 3 lakh. Under animal and fishery and animal husbandry, that limit is 2 lakh rupee. So I'll give you an example. So 2% interest subsidy would be provided on short term loans up to 2 lakh rupee. I already told you this thing here. But there can be a question in the ESI paper. There can be a question, calculate the interest subvention. The benefit would be available on how much loan. So overall limit is 3 lakh rupee. The loan under the crop loan is 0.5 lakh. So this limit is up to, this benefit is available up to 2 lakh, but it is 2.5 lakh. So it would be available on 2 lakh here and 50,000 here. So the total benefit would be available on 2 lakh plus 50,000. It is 2.5 lakh. So total limit is 3 lakh, but under the sub limit for the KCC for animal husbandry and the fishery is 2.5 lakh. And on the timely payment or repayment of the loan, additional 3% of the subvention is available. Okay. So section 80 IAC of the Income Tax Act is related to the startup tax holidays. There are certain conditions. It should be incorporated on or after April 2016, 1st April 2016. Turnover does not exceed 25 crore in the year of deduction, and it holds a certificate from Interministerial Board of Certification. Second last question, RBI's minimum holding requirement. That's really important. Let me just check the question. Why are you not providing the PDF? Today only I'll do that by the end of this lecture. I have completed this PDF. I'll be sharing that by the end of today. Okay. PDF. Got it. Manish, I'll upload. That's this PDF. I mean, I think I should. I don't know. I mean, why are you spamming here? Anyway, I think we should move forward. As per RBI's minimum holding requirement, see students, that I already told you in my previous lectures, there are NBFC, they take the loans from the banks and they then give the loans to that general public like you and me. The bank give the loans for 1 year, 2 year, 3 years. That's normally short-term loans. But the public, when they are taking the housing loan or the other consumer loan, they are for the obviously for the longer period of time. Okay. So what NBFCs are doing, they are pooling their assets, and they sell these assets to other financial institutions to to match the assets with liabilities so that they can pay back the banks on time. But according to RBI's guidelines, a part of these loans that should be held by this NBFC. They should hold a part of this loan, and before selling these loans, they should have already recovered some installments. How many installments we are talking about? These are 6 installments, 6 monthly installments, or 2 quarterly installment, or 1 half yearly installment. So these much installments should have already been collected, and 20% of the book holding period, 20%, they should hold that 20%. Yes. 20% of book value of these loans, that NBFC should hold them. So that's really, really important. Okay. In case of recovery of excess or wrong payment made to the pensioners, which pensioner had withdrawn, unable to repay back, what portion of her future net payment can be recovered every month? 1/3 only. There is a limit. Suppose there is a pensioner, he got, let's say, 1 lakh rupee in his account, and he thought that Modi ji ne 15 lakh mein se 1 lakh de diya. So let's say and his pension is just let's say 20,000 rupee, and he spent that 1 lakh rupee. The bank, they cannot deduct 20,000 every month, because that person needs to survive, right? So every month 1/3 of his pension can be deducted by the bank. So 1/3 can be deducted from the pensioner, from whatever the excess payment that has been made to that pensioner. So that was a circular of RBI, which is really, really important. And this is the only, in all the circular, there are just 1 or 2 questions, all the circular, except the priority sector, which is actually really, really important. So I think that's all for today, students. I hope you liked the today's session. Manish, I'll provide the PDF. I'll provide the PDF on Telegram, so don't worry. Okay, so let me So that's all for today. Yeah, I'll be uploading more questions tomorrow onwards. There will be like 10 to 20 questions every day that I'm going to do. So stay updated on the channel. Please subscribe the channel and follow me on Telegram. The link to the Telegram is available in the description. I hope you like the today's session. Please share the session with your friends. Share the PDF with your friends that I'm going to upload on Telegram. And please like this video and subscribe the channel. That's really important for me. So thank you and have a very nice day. Sir, what about more from finance? Yeah, I'll be doing that for sure. Okay. How to get RBI circulars in proper manner? They are the part of that RBI Grade B GK Digest, and that's part of the course. You can take the course. Okay. So you can just take the course. Okay, it's part of the course. Yeah, I'll be providing more questions. So that's all for today. I think that's all for today. Thank you and have a very nice day. Bye.